So it's day 111, and I think this is a new record because I'm recording this at 7:30, which is crazy for me. But anyway, you're probably wondering why the title of this video is Sell the Shovels, or at least mentions selling shovels. The reason I say that is because I was talking to this guy, if you haven't looked on the channel, who's trying to get to be a billionaire. And we got on the topic of selling shovels, right? And selling the shovels on the way to selling the gold. And being the person selling the shovels on the way to getting the gold. I've completely fucked that up. But yeah, so obviously there was a gold rush back in whatever year. I'm not a historian. It doesn't give me any value knowing when it was. But back when there was a gold rush, there were people selling shovels on the way. Like there were people trying to get rich, and to get rich, they were getting a load of gold because there was a load of gold, and people were just trying to get the gold. And the people that made the most money were the people who were selling these shovels to the people trying to get the gold. And the same thing is prevalent today. I absolutely fucked this up on TikTok, but I'm going to try and explain it a bit better here. It's so prevalent now. You've got so many people selling courses, man. So many people selling courses. You've got Iman Ghazi selling a course on SMMA. You've got Renzo Guviera selling a course on SMMA. You've got guys selling courses on TikTok, selling courses on TikTok creativity program, TikTok shop affiliate. Any business model, people are selling courses on it. And those guys aren't making much, if anything, from that business model. They're making all of their money from selling you on how to make money with it. And explaining how to make money with it, right? Because the sale is so much better. Like, if you can get a massive audience to buy that course, you're getting a shit ton of fucking money, man. So, yeah, you need to pivot your strategy to sell the course as opposed to trying to be the best person ever at selling it, right? And I'm not saying the business models don't work, because you can still make a shit ton of money from them. But if you can put yourself in the position where you're explaining and selling the information to the masses on how to make money from that, that's how you're going to make the shit ton of money. Because I can guarantee you right now, if Iman Ghazi is doing SMMA for whatever reason, he is making probably a low percentage, maybe 10%, 5% of his income from that. 90% of his income comes from his audience buying shit from him. And then he uses that money and invests it elsewhere, and that's how he makes the rest. It's just simple business, right? You've got the guy with the Bugatti. I don't want to say his name because I always get flagged. The guy with the Bugatti making, selling his Hustlers University for $50. And he sells that to however many thousand people, and I think he makes about 20 million a month, if not more, every month from that. You've got Hamza selling his course on how to be a masculine male and get all the bitches you want and be fit and do all this shit, and he is selling that for $150 a month with add-ons within it, and he's making how much from it? I think he's got 1,500 members paying £150 a month. And I'm going to sit here and do the maths with you right now. You have 1,500 people paying $150 a month. 1,500 people paying $150 a month. Okay. I'm going to press enter on that. That is £225,000 every single month. Think about that. You need to sell the fucking shovels, not be the person mining the gold, because that is where the leverage is at. It's as simple as that. Much less input for much more output, and much more. You're going to make so much fucking more, right? So, there you go. You get the idea. Sell the fucking shovels. Don't be the person mining the gold. Yeah. So, today I recorded 3 TikToks. I want to try and upload 3 TikToks a day. 2 of them was responding to comments. One of which was just a whole new TikTok, which is literally on what I just said. And looking back in hindsight, I could have said it so much quicker than I did. And I can guarantee you someone is going to respond to that TikTok saying, mate, you're the biggest waffler of all time. And yes, they would be fucking correct. But if they're commenting, I'm getting more views. And I'll just fucking, mate, I'll post it now, and then I'll just fucking post it in like a week's time, and I'll just make it so much more concise, so much better. But, you know, content's content, is volume. It's volume. So that's what we're going for, just volume. So, yeah, I just don't want to sit there and procrastinate posting it and trying to perfect every little fucking post I do. I just want to get it out. You're probably wondering why the fuck it looks like I've got some crazy shit on it. It's because I've got a snood on because it's cold. But I've got hair in my mouth from this fucking snood. So yeah, be the person selling the shovels. Don't be the person mining the gold. I mean, you can do both. You can do both. But just keep in mind that the people making the vast majority of the money aren't making money from the service that they're telling everyone to do. They're making money from how to sell that service. Simple as that. So yeah, I actually don't know how I've managed to make my TikToks so inconcise when I can literally edit them. But that's me. Who gives a fuck? I'll just sort it out next time. But yeah, today we're nearing ever closer to getting to 2,000 subscribers. It's pretty crazy. We have 15 subscribers off as I say this right now. It might have gone up, it might have gone down. I don't know, but that was what it was when I last checked. So yeah, we're nearing ever closer. Yeah, I've decided I'm pivoting my strategy with outreach, with my current service that I'm providing. I'm not going to explain what my service is I'm providing. I fucking feel like I explained that quite a bit, but I mean, I can do it if you want it. But instead of, well, I'm going to be sending cold DMs still because I've got people sending them for me on a commission structure, but the response ratio isn't as good as I could be. I don't know whether it's because it's saturated or maybe my DM's not as good. That's why you get the stats in. You can be like, okay, this, you split test stuff, this is getting more responses than this. Obviously, it's a law of averages. You've got to be sending a good amount of DMs to actually be able to correlate like DM success to another. But I'm going to send the DMs that I'm sending, but also I'm going to send voice notes. I'm just going to sit there and send, I think I can only send 50 a day on Twitter. It might be on Instagram. It might be more if you send it to people you've already DM'd in the past. I don't know. But I'm going to sit there and send at least, until I get timed out, 50 voice notes on Instagram. And then I'm going to sit there and send as many fucking Twitter voice notes as I can. And I've got a script that I just read off. And I just got to put a bit of charisma in it. And I've got to use tone and stuff to just make it good. And obviously say their name and stuff. Just make it more personalized. Fucking printing. So I did the maths, and I think I've got to send about, like, being really, really conservative, I've got to send about 900 messages. 900 messages. Like, 900 voice notes to get one client. That's really conservative. So that is, I think I worked it out being, for every 150 DMs sent, I get one call. This could be completely wrong, but for example, I close 10% of the calls that I go on. Just be really conservative, or whatever. So I'm sending 1,000 voice notes. For every 1,000 voice notes, I'm getting on calls with 150 of them. Like 100, every 150, I'm getting on one. So we do 1,000. I'm just going to do this because I forgot all of the numbers that I had earlier. 1,000 divided by 150. This is pretty obvious, but I'm just going to do it anyway, just so I don't fuck it up and look like an idiot. That is 6 calls, and I'm closing 10% of them, which is really conservative, but I'm closing 10% of them, which would be I would need to send about 1,500 DMs, even 1,250 DMs to get one client. So yeah, I mean, that's really vague because I'm just doing it off the top of my head now. I've got it actually properly written down somewhere else, but there's that. But everyone has goals. You all have goals. You have goals. You want to make so much money. You want to make this. You're going to make this business, and you're going to make this much money from this business. Okay, I'm just going to send as many DMs as I can, and then I'm going to get to this goal. Which, yes, that can work, but it's much better for you to know how much inputs you need to put in to actually get to, like, almost make it 100% guaranteed that you will get these outputs from it. So you'd be really conservative. You'd be like, okay, so if I backtrack, I'm closing 10% of the calls that I get on. I'm getting on calls with every 150 DMs I send. I get one call. You can then backtrack it, right? So then you work out how many DMs you actually have to send to get one client. And then you times that by 3 to get 3 clients. You times it by 5 to get 5 clients, and so on. And with that framework, you can then work out, okay, so I'm sending this service for $2,000 a month. If I close 4 of them, or 5 of them, I'm at 10K. So to close 5, how many DMs do I need to send? Okay, I'm getting 1 call for every 1,000, easy numbers. I need to send 5,000 DMs to get 5 clients. That's probably pretty conservative. You probably need to send more DMs than that. I'm being 100% honest with you. But that is numbers. You can just backtrack, right? You just got to know how much you're doing, and then that's how much you're going to get there, right? So get the idea. Anyway, you get that point. I think I've gone over a decent amount of topics here, actually. But yeah, I'm posting on TikTok 3 times a day. If you want to follow me on TikTok, you can do so in the description. I don't think my videos today were too good, but I mean, it's just volume. I'm just going full volume approach. I'm not fucking sitting there perfecting everything. I can't be asked. I got better things to do with my time. So one will blow up at some point, I imagine, because that's just how TikTok works. But we'll just keep going until it does, and keep them just edited, quick cut. So, I mean, it's gonna be fine at some point. But yeah, three TikToks a day. That is equivalent to about 1,100 TikToks a year. You're telling me if I'm uploading 1,100 TikToks in a 365-day period, I won't get success from it? No way. No fucking chance. 0 chance that doesn't work. It's a case of being consistent. And if I'm going in day 1 of TikTok, it's day 2 now. I'm going in day 2 of TikTok. Be like, oh, this video could be better. Oh, let me re-record that. Oh, let me do this. Oh, let me do this. I'm not, first of all, going to be spending about 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day recording fucking 3 TikToks. Second of all, because it takes me so long from the start of me recording three fucking TikToks and taking me 5 hours a day. You think I'm going to be consistent with it, doing it every single day? No fucking chance. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to perfect everyone. Maybe some of them I'll waffle in them. Maybe I won't. Maybe even if I waffle in some of them, I'll get a shit ton of comments. People will be commenting like, what the fuck is this guy on about? You're waffling. You could have said that in 5 seconds. I mean, I get more view time. I get more viewer retention because they're sat there commenting while it's playing. Like, I don't give a fuck. So I'm just going full volume approach. I don't really care about how well it's done. Maybe I'll care more later. But right now it's just volume. I can't be asked spending 50,000 years recording TikToks every day. So volume, and that's where we were at. And 3 TikToks a day. Sorted. Bosh. And I also think it's good to go unique because everyone's now doing Iman Gadzi style edit, Ali Abdaal style edit, Eddie Cumberbatch style edit, all this and that. Everyone wants this specific cookie cutter fucking framework of making their videos look exactly the fucking same as everyone else's, and there's no uniqueness to it. So I've gone old school, and I'm just sat there with a camera in front of my face going, right guys, if you want to make money, you fucking do this. If you don't do this, you're gonna be fucking broke. Simple as I like that's whatever. So I'm doing that, and I'm also going to try and be somewhat controversial and say something that I don't necessarily believe just to piss some people off. So then I get more comments, then I get more views, and then I get more follows, and then I get bigger. Simple as that, right? So I just thought about it earlier. I was like, okay, I'm going to say some shit into the camera, like, I don't know. If you went to university, your life is fucked, and there's no way you're coming back from it. I don't know, because I don't fucking believe that. Of course you can come back from it, but I'm just going to say some random shit that I don't believe just to make people comment, because who gives a fuck at the end of the day? That's how you're going to grow nowadays, and you need to piss people off, and people get pissed off so easily today, man. I can literally just say some fucking random shit, and they'll be like, oh yeah, mate, you fucking retard, what you on about? No, no, no. So that's the plan. I mean, I'll literally, like, I'm not gonna say something too crazy, like some homophobic shit. That's too far. We can't be doing that on TikTok. But what we will be doing is controversial shit that will piss people off, such as, I mean, I don't know, like what will piss people off, like the university thing. That will piss a lot of people off because that is a big demographic that we're targeting. That I can guarantee you, people will comment to be like, "What the fuck you on about? You're so dumb." And then I'll just keep the role, and I'll just keep replying to the fucking comments. I'll be like, nah, but seriously, if you went to university or this much in debt, you've got to get a job and then pay it all back. And people will respond and be like, no, you don't actually have to get a job. La, 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 la. It's so easy, bro. It's so easy. I can, like, and you're telling me if I'm uploading 1,100 TikToks in a year, I'm not going to get a decent amount of views and a decent amount of followers. and it will just compound over time. You're waffling, bro. You are waffling. I mean, I don't want to float my own boat here, but I'm literally sat here working on short form content with Ryan Trahan, with Houston Jones, with Thogden, with Jordan Twilly, with fucking Minecraft YouTubers. Like, there's a few of them. I'm not gonna fucking name them all, but you get the idea. So I know how short form works. I know how to piss people off. I know how to get viewers. I know how to get retention, and I'm also not gonna sit there and perfect everything, because that is just a hole that everyone gets in, and then no one actually stays consistent with it. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to sit there and waffle into the microphone for an extended period of time. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, you can do so, top of the description. Point done. No one cares. But yeah, as I say, you can obviously mine the gold, because that's what you kind of have to do initially. But over a course of time, keep in mind that the majority of the money, majority of the wealth comes from the people selling the shovels as opposed to the gold. Simple as that. So I also look scouse with this haircut today, but someone commented yesterday and said no one cares about your haircut. So no one cares about my haircut. Cool. Yeah, so if you want to also subscribe to my newsletter, that is my #1 priority. I'm currently 13 subscribers. 13 as of last checking. 13 newsletter subscribers off of 100. So if you want to subscribe to the newsletter, all you've got to do is put your email address in the top of the description. You can do so just there. If you want to follow me on TikTok, you can also do so. And I'm also 15 subscribers off 2K on YouTube. So if everything goes right, we could be at 100 newsletter subscribers and 2K subscribers on YouTube within the next week. But we'll see. So if you want to subscribe to either of those, you can do so. No obligation. Just do whatever you want. I don't care. But offers on the table. I appreciate you watching the video. If you've come this far and you've come 16 minutes into the video, appreciate you. Lots of hugs and kisses. Follow me on TikTok if you want to, and you want to ruin your whole For You page. With that said, thank you for watching, boys. I'll be back for another day 112 tomorrow. I think this has been a pretty charismatic episode, I gotta say. But yeah, thank you for watching the video, and I'll be back tomorrow night with more information. Peace. Appreciate you, and see you tomorrow night. Cheers. Bye. And follow me on Instagram as well if you want. I'm done. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not to give you too many options, but newsletter is probably priority. Then subscribe on YouTube. Then follow me on TikTok. Then follow me on Instagram. So if you want to do anything, just subscribe to the YouTube channel. But I'm not bothered. Do whatever you want. I'm waffling now. I'm good at that. All right. Good night, boys. Cheers and girls. See you tomorrow night. Appreciate you. Bye. Good night. Bye. Bye.